Welcome back to 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. As always, I'm your host, John J. Ransom Futrell. It's been a long journey, man. We're at episode 18 right now. I believe it, episode 18. So first and foremost, thank you to everyone that tunes in and listens and pays attention and subscribed to the podcast on iTunes and follows it via my website or SoundCloud and all that. Yeah. I mean, I think, I didn't expect to do it this long. I'm not gonna lie. I think I've said this before, but I really expected just to do a few episodes and keep it moving. I really didn't even expect to put it on iTunes at all, but sometimes you just gotta follow what you feel. That being said, today's episode is on the art of giving. There's a couple reasons I wanted to talk about this subject matter. One, because I feel as if some people get misconstrued or get caught up in their ego. They don't understand that, in my opinion, when you have the ability to give, you should give as often as you can. Not to the point where you have nothing left, but, giving away something as simple as $1 can go a long way for someone, because you never know what someone else's circumstances are. And I don't say that to compare your circumstances to anyone else's, because we all have our own struggles and things that we deal with. But I say that to say this. I believe last week I made a decision to give to this organization called Donate a Box. I believe they're on Instagram, Facebook, and all that, and Twitter. And I got sent a video after I had donated. It's actually the first time you do it. It's completely free. Just a little FYI. So if you want to go do that, make that happen. And I received a video with a young homeless adult thanking me for giving. And that's what it clicked. Because often, I think more than anything, it's that stranger complex I was talking about before, where strangers will support you more than people that you know. I think in situations like that, it goes likewise. Compassion goes a long way. Some people use compassion as business, and they sell that in order for them to make money. I'm talking about doing it straight from your heart, where it's not about what you receive from it. It's more about helping someone else. Those type of things can actually help your business and help your brand. The reason being is because when you're genuine, people can feel your energy. They can feel your vibration. They can feel the vibes. And in turn, everything that you're trying to manifest can actually come to you, because you're open and you're allowing it to happen. You're exchanging energy. You're building relationships, and you're creating more of a positive energy in a world that to me is so bleak, in my opinion, and so negative. Everything that is posted on social media out of everything, I should say, I want to say about 80% of it is negative. It's either people complaining, people posting videos of violence, or people posting videos of, unfortunately, kids in violent situations. Even if it's a low percentage, and then people have this false image or a lack of understanding of how rare some of these videos are. People are so brainwashed and conditioned, they think that if something is shown often, that means it's happening often. Not necessarily. It's a media tactic. It's the same thing that happens with music. If you hear a song over and over again on the radio, even if you don't like the song, eventually you're going to know the lyrics to the song. And eventually you're going to be singing along and dancing to it. That's how it goes down, people. They brainwash you. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to tell you, but before going too further into the truth of the matter or whatever. So, living your dreams. right now, if you've been doing your thing for the year, you're going into kind of like overdrive right now because the end of the year is coming. You're trying to get everything prepared. If you're a business that sells a product, you're preparing for Black Friday. You know, if you're a brand or a musician, what you're trying to do right now is you're trying to make your push for label recognition. If you're trying to get signed to a label, you're trying to put yourself out there further. So going into first quarter, labels are already looking. If a label has not reached out to you yet, you're trying to make that happen. If you're an independent artist, you're trying to go for the gusto. You're trying to increase your sales by the end of the year. You're trying to make sure that, you know, by the end of the quarter, you got money coming in because you're trying to survive. So that being said, with all those things happening, I just want y'all to remember, don't forget to give back. Even the smallest things, man. Like, even if it's, like, it don't have to be to an organization. Something as simple as you see a kid that need help or whatever, man, help them out. You see an adult that need help them out. You see an elderly person that needs help, or, you know, they're carrying heavy bags, help them out. And that being said, I also know a lot of people are not as receptive as they were in the past. So keep that in mind, too, and don't take it personal. I had a battle with myself last night over something of that nature, not necessarily in that regard, but more of like I'm big on my time. Anyone that knows me knows I'm big on that because you can't get that back. So I do not like wasting my time. I attempted to do something for someone. I came out of my schedule, came out of my time to do it. The person acted as if they wanted it and then rejected it not too long after. You know, and I took that personal, which is my issue and my ego more than anything, to be 100% honest. But I sat there and I analyzed, and I was like, what was the reasoning for that? And to be honest with you, I still don't know what the reasoning is as far as what was the meaning behind it, what I was supposed to get out of it. But that being said, everything happens for a reason. We don't always know the reason immediately, but we have to understand that in life we have opportunities, and sometimes in life we have tests. I think some things are more of a test than it is actual opportunity. It depends on how you react to it. Because, I mean, I could have easily, when that person asked me to do something or contacted me to do something, I could have easily said no. I have my own thing going on. But I tried and I attempted to do it, which is probably the more significant part besides the more egotistical part on my behalf. But, you know, it is what it is. But that being said, I say that to say this. Even when you're trying to give to people are going to do the same thing. It just happens, you know. But we have to have our egos in check. We have to check ourselves first and foremost. You can't check someone else. You have to check yourself. You could try to check someone else, but all you're doing is wasting your energy because it's up to them. All that being said, man, it's crunch time. It's really fucking crunch time. Go out, live your dreams, do whatever you got to do, man. Understand what it is that you're dealing with. Understand whatever strategy that you had for this year. It's winding down now. So my advice would be start planning for next year already and the year after. Look at things from years, look at things from months, and then look at things from days. You should really be breaking down your timetable and your plans in that way. You know, you should have the projected long-term goal, the short-term goal, and the immediate goal, and then your daily goals. That's what you should really be doing at this point. That's if, obviously, you don't have deals on the table or things of that nature that are going down. I can thankfully say I got a new deal. Basically, I think last week. I was going to say a couple weeks ago, but basically last week, where I have an opportunity to further distribute my music and things of that nature. So I'm working on that personally. The last thing I will mention is I will be releasing a silent film that I want y'all to check out. Right now I've only done 3 excerpts, and it's not for sale. This is strictly, once again, it's kind of me giving back. Parts of the excerpt I do 100% own. One part from Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing I do not own. It's entitled Mookie's Thoughts. And I just want to share that with y'all real quick. Basically, what it is that I took the character Mookie, in particular the 1 minute scene where he's frustrated after the death of Radio Raheem, and I basically placed that scenario in 2015 because I feel like the same things that were happening in 2015 are happening now. And I think Do the Right Thing had illustrated that back in, I think, 1988. And it's, almost 20 years later, and they're still happening. So what I definitely wanted to do was to display that. And so it's an interesting thing, and that led to further excerpts of the film, which I will not talk about. But that's the one part of the film that I do not own. However, it's edited by me, written by me, and put together. So those of you who don't know, I have multiple fan pages, and multiple websites. So it'll probably be up on one of them. I will keep y'all posted. Pay attention to me on social media, which I know a lot of my audience do follow me on social media. So pay attention. The intention of the film is really to get people to read again, but it's also is to deliver a message, a very strong message. And this is part of, obviously, as I said and I stated, a larger plan. This is just one of my immediate goals. I'm not sure how many parts it will be to the series or the film, but I will always keep y'all posted. So definitely pay attention. I will also be doing a few other things that will happen. Hopefully, if I do a podcast next week, I will go into further details about that. November 22nd in Morristown, New Jersey, on a map being put on by my business partner and my productions company, with some of the hottest acts in New Jersey. Some of, obviously, not everyone. You can't fit everyone on one bill, but they will be in Morristown, New Jersey at Veronica's Lounge. Then November 27th, Vado will also be at Veronica's Lounge in Morristown, New Jersey. So contact my business partner, Scott Free, or on Facebook, Ray Touche, and make sure y'all get y'all advance tickets, man. It's going to be an interesting end of the month. And then in December, there will be a spoken word showcase, also put on by my production company, hosted by me. I will give y'all further details, and the flyer will be out as soon as probably next week. So stay tuned, man. Y'all know I don't like really using this for promo or commercial, but I figure I'll do it this time, man. So, that being said, continue to give, man, but don't let people take advantage of you. Continue to be positive. Continue to live your life. Scratch that. Continue to live your dreams. Peace and love. As always, this is John J. Rance from Futrell, 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. Holla back. 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. 9 a.m. to 5 a.m.